you know, the holidays, yeah, they're going to be here before you know it. So you're probably starting to wonder what you should make, maybe for your family gathering. Well, Erika Schlick from the Trail to Health joins us via Zoom this morning to share how to make one of her favorite fall recipes. Good morning, Erika.
Good morning.
So healthy, I know that's what you're all about. But the holidays and healthy food don't always go hand in hand. So help us out here. You've got a favorite recipe or two.
It can be challenging, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I love to take advantage of all the amazing fall flavors that are coming into season. And you think of fall and winter as like not having a lot of produce and vegetables, but really there's a great bounty of vegetables and fruits and all sorts of flavors that you can use for your fall recipes to keep it delicious and keep it on the healthier side.
All right, delicious and healthy. Those are two things that are sometimes hard to find. So tell us about what sort of, what types of ingredients are good this time of year that are tasty and healthy?
Absolutely. So we've got Brussels sprouts that are coming into season, and most of the time you think of just roasting those. You know, they are delicious roasted, but there's other ways to use it, like I'm going to show you today with a salad. We've also got apples and squashes coming into season and all sorts of fresh herbs. We've got Meyer lemons coming up soon too. So all of these flavors are going to get packed into this recipe, and you're not even going to want to crave those sweets because this has the perfect balance of sweet with the fruits and crisp and fresh with all the veggies and herbs. And yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite salads. I eat this on repeat.
Well, before we dive into that recipe, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about your history and your cooking philosophy.
Yeah, absolutely. So my journey started in 2012. I actually got sick with Lyme disease, and diet was one of the first things that I changed in my journey. And so eating really clean, eating really healthy foods helped to lower my inflammation. And I've been in remission for 5 years now, but I still eat this way. I absolutely feel amazing eating this way. I really don't want to reach for those sugars and carbs and things like that anymore. I feel so good. And so I've continued to eat this way. And I love sharing my recipes with people that are starting their own journey, whether they want to just eat healthy or also healing from any chronic conditions.
Well, it's an amazing story and inspirational, really. And we've spoken so many times about your recipe book, The Wandering Palate. I'm going to get out of your way and let you demonstrate this recipe. What do you have for us today?
So today we are making a Brussels sprout salad, and like I said, this has some fall flavors. So we've got some apples, pecans, cranberries, and a delicious dressing that we're going to make. So I'm going to start with the dressing just because I like to kind of get that out of the way. So we've got some extra virgin olive oil, which is what I always like to use for my dressings. And I've got some fresh Meyer lemon juice. Now, like I said, Meyer lemons are coming into season, and they've got a little bit of a sweeter taste than just a regular lemon. And we've got some lemon zest from our Meyer lemon as well. I've got some fresh chopped shallots here, and then a little bit of sea salt. And my favorite herbs to use in the fall is rosemary, and I always try to use fresh herbs whenever possible. They're so good for your immune system and just give a really good flavor. And I've got some tarragon, and tarragon is perfect for fall because it has kind of a little bit of a licorice flavor that I think just really, really screams fall. So that's our dressing. I'm just going to go ahead and whisk it together and set that aside. And now for our salad, it comes together quite easy. So I've got some Brussels sprouts that I've gone ahead and shaved here. I've done this in my food processor. You can do it with a knife if you want a little bit extra workout before you eat, or you can also buy them pre-shaved already at the grocery store, which makes it so easy. So I've got those already set here. I've got some apples. I've got one apple that I've gone ahead and cubed, and I always add a little bit of lemon juice to it to keep it from oxidizing. I've got some dried cranberries, and you want to try to find some that don't have added sugar. Try to find just a clean brand that doesn't have anything extra on it. And I've got some pecans because, come on, fall is all about pecans and flavors like that, right? So that's it. Our salad is come together. I'm going to go ahead and pour our dressing on it. And that's all you have to do. You can just go ahead and kind of, I like to use a fork because it really lets the dressing go in between the Brussels sprouts, but I just give it a quick toss, and that's it. Your salad is ready to serve. It keeps really well. You can make this earlier in the day. I just wouldn't dress it quite yet. I would dress it right before you eat it. But it's a great salad to make if you're having some people over for dinner or you want to have a heartier lunch. It's absolutely delicious. All those fall flavors in here and so good for you.
Man, that has got a lot of good flavors in there. And I didn't think I haven't used tarragon in forever. Once you said that, a little light bulb went off my head. I said, I got to incorporate that. When it comes to diets over the holidays, people obviously don't want to put on the pounds. Is there anything they should cut from their diet over the holidays, or maybe even something they should keep in their diet?
You know, I feel like the holidays are always a time that we all want to indulge a little bit. as much as you can, try to make healthy swaps for things. So instead of eating like a lot of sugar, a lot of processed food, try to eat things that have maybe some honey or maple syrup instead. That's not so high on the glycemic index. And also we're all human. You got to live your life a little bit, but just try to do it in moderation. And the more you can eat healthy, clean food like this that tastes good, the less you're going to want to reach for those processed foods and carbs and sugar and treats. So I say swap it out with as much healthy, delicious stuff as you can, and then see if you really crave those other foods.
Perfect. Well, as much as my wife loves Brussels sprouts, I'm sure that salad's going to be in our recipe book. So speaking of, it's already in a recipe book. You can find that in the Wandering Palate. Erika, thank you so much for the time this morning. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You bet. You can find even more recipes and much more information at thetrailtohealth.com. We'll be right back.